Hey, what is up, everybody? It is garage sale time. It's been really annoying trying to find where these sales are going on. Some of them are easy to find, some of them are not. I think Facebook has kind of ruined that. They don't have a really good system for garage sales, and people just post them everywhere on there. A lot of people aren't posting them in newspapers anymore or on Craigslist. And if you use any of the garage sale apps, they pull all that information from Craigslist. So you look on there, you see zero sales. Zero sales on the garage sale app today. But you look in the paper, you find some. You look on Facebook, you find some. And then when I'm looking on Facebook, they have pictures of the sales. And I look at the pictures, I'm like, this sale looks like it sucks. So I don't even want to go after I see the pictures. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It could save me some time. And also I could be missing some stuff because I'm like, this sale could have some stuff. Maybe they're not showing everything. And you don't want to drive really far to go to these sales after you've seen those kind of pictures. So just really finding sales the last couple of years, actually. It used to be easy. You just look in the paper, or you would look on Craigslist and you found everything you were looking for. But today, there are 2 church sales and a few garage sales. There's a couple of neighborhood, I cannot talk, neighborhood, oh my gosh, a couple neighborhood sales today. They're a bit far away, not too far, but I go to them almost every year, and they really suck. I never find anything. So those are last resort. I'm going to try to hit some of the more local ones today, but I need to get going. The first church sale here is starting at 8 a.m., so I want to get there and pick it.
Knock it up, knock it up.
Knock it up. I had to bring this out before you guys can get in. So, you ain't going to be patient, you ain't going to get into it. Because I'm not having well, the ad says 8 o'clock.
Okay, okay. It's okay.
So, want to buy some canning jars?
Let's just move them out and move on. Okay?
Come on in. Just don't fall over the lawn.
So that woman was complaining because somebody knocked on the door at 8:07. They just weren't ready, and it was out of fun too. Like the old man there was just knocking. Wasn't out of any anger, so she just freaked out really for no reason. But this sale, there was hardly anyone here. Just my dad and a couple of his friends and me. I couldn't believe, usually these are packed full of people in line, these church rummage sales. There's a bunch of hand radios, CB radios, box for $8. There's probably some money in there, but honestly, I did not want to mess with it. Got too many things to test. Then I seen this phone. I thought it was like the Uniden submersible work phones. Those could sell for $80 used, but it was Motorola, and I didn't see anything else about it. I was going to look it up, and I didn't get any phone connection in there. I couldn't get online to look. No service at all. And it turns out it was worth $30. I actually forgot about it because I was buying some other stuff. There were a lot of books and stuff here. Just random little things I would love to look up. Some things I did just buy blind. Others I did walk out to kind of take a peek on my phone to see what was going on. There wasn't really any competition, so no one even showed up. There was one person coming when I was leaving finally. There's a bunch of hot rod magazines, which I do pick up some of those. And I decided I need to put this phone down and start looking up stuff. So I just got out of that sale, and I think I did very well. Not sure how well yet. Got everything cheap. But I'm getting ready to head to the next church sale. It starts in a few minutes, so I want to be there early. Couldn't believe that this one was so empty. No one in there. Insane. A big blunder. That sale starts tomorrow. I just drove all the way across town when there was a sale that's starting across town to come to this one. So I guess we're going to drive back and try to get to this sale. I only got a little bit of footage of this sale because at some point I accidentally hit the stop button when I was recording on my phone. But it was a pretty good sale, and there were a ton of people here, unlike the Rummage sale. And I missed out on some good stuff that I seen people have. So pretty unfortunate that I was a little bit late to this sale because I probably could have cleaned up. Just goes to show you the difference. No one was at that church sale. Everyone is here at this sale. And people are grabbing some pretty good stuff. Just being a couple minutes late just shows you how much you can miss. One guy picked up a bunch of Coleman, like the old Coleman lanterns, brand new, still in box. Coleman, one of the portable propane stoves, brand new in box. A bunch of fishing tackle. He's carrying a bunch of stuff back there. People with trucks and trailers are here just grabbing stuff. Like, why wouldn't you go to the church sale that started at 8 and then come to this one at 9? Really don't know. They're advertised in the same spot. They should know about them. Anyway, we're going to go hit hopefully a couple more. It looks like it's going to start raining. So I make it to the next sale and looking at the shoes here. I believe they were 50 cents, looking for anything good that I could probably flip pretty easy. Here's some Sperry's, which were kind of okay. Some of the sequins or whatever they are there on one of the shoes were pretty tore up. So not worth picking up even for 50 cents. A lot of purses and bags I'm just not too familiar with. Looking at the plush, hoping to find something unique. And I don't know what the plushes were priced at, maybe quarter, 50 cents. This sale was priced very well. You could tell they just wanted to get rid of things. There was some of the M&Ms, collectors things. I've sold those pretty often in the past. Usually new. I don't know how many used ones. I think I sold a Christmas one used once. There's a nice looking air fryer. I love my air fryer. Kind of thinking about getting a larger one. Maybe I should have looked into that one. Over here I spot this bag. It looks kind of vintage. I thought it might be well, I seen sport on it. I thought it might be like a polo sport bag or something like that, but it wasn't. It wasn't even the right colors. Could have been worth something. I don't know. I don't really sell that kind of stuff unless it's obviously worth something. Looking here, I'm trying to like, what is this? What's in this little bag here? I expect it to be a camera. Here you get to see what it looks like when children look up at me, I guess. Children and animals and people shorter than me. A terrifying thing to have to look up and see what I look like. But yeah, it ended up being an old GPS Garmin. No lifetime maps or anything like that, so I put it back. I think they had $5 on it. And I see some more, well, I see a Game Boy case here, Game Boy Advance case, and of course I'm hoping that there's a Game Boy in it. I figured not, because this thing was only a quarter, and boy, this footage is terrible. Hard to do everything with one hand, but there it is. It was a quarter. I decided to pick it up, and there was a DS case there too for a quarter. Or 50 cents, I think the DS case was. I should have picked it up. Those things do sell, and they're good to bundle with DSs when you sell them, even though I hardly ever find DSs anymore to sell. Just don't find really any good video game stuff to sell anymore. It's quite disappointing. But a lot of this stuff here is just typical garage sale junk. Over here, I did see this Hooked on Math, and I seen it later. I did not see it while I was there. I don't know the price, but some of those can actually sell pretty well, the sets. If it was new, it could sell for like $80. Stephen Barry jerseys there, not too worth it. And this box of random cables and cameras and GPS was in there, all kinds of little things. And I'm like, oh, I need to look up some of this stuff. It could be valuable. But then I see that they only had $1 on it, so I just picked up the whole box for $1 rather than trying to look it all up. Of course, I had to stop in Goodwill. Not just going to pass that up. You never know what's in there. The FOMO will kill you. Here's a Pyrex measuring cup, one of the large ones. It's in really rough shape. It was only $1.99, but if that would have been in really good shape, 15-20 bucks you can get for these on eBay. They do sell pretty consistently. Just a bread and butter item, but in that condition, I'm not even going to worry about picking it up. Then I spot some of these NASCAR dishes down there. The paint was coming off. They want 99 cents a piece for each piece, so that would just add up to be an extremely high amount of money. Just trying to check out the mugs, not really seeing anything good, but nothing for me. In Goodwill, I head over to Salvation Army. So I got a Salvation Army this morning and got some shoes that I think are pretty good. You can ignore that bag. That was actually yesterday. So if you're interested in what's in that bag, you just have to watch yesterday's video. Anyway, these are, let's see, Magnani? Maybe is how you say that. They're made in Spain. Actually, like right here, I don't know what that is. This is kind of some dirt or something. Looks pretty. Anyway, they're in pretty good condition. They're a little misshapen there, but I think that'll be okay. Now, I looked up this brand and was trying to find similar shoes, and I've seen a lot of them were selling between $50 and $120. It looked like a pair like this sold for $120 plus shipping. Now, I don't know if they're actually, you know, worth that, but I think they're pretty good. I should make some money on them, just not sure how much. $7.99 is what I paid for them. So happy to give those a shot. I should make some pretty decent profit on that. I think that's it today for sourcing. I'm going to go to that church sale in the morning, so I'll probably continue the vlog then. Go home and get some work done, get an Amazon FBA shipment, and I'll drop off in the morning. There's a few more sales I might hit in the morning as well, some of the neighborhood sales. But actually, I'll get home and show you what I got today and look it up and give you some more better estimates on what I found. Okay, let me show you this junk I got. I think I did pretty good today, only going to 4 sales. I did end up finding another sale on the way home. It was just a random sign. Got to it, the sign was pointing right at the front door, and the door was like, had a glass front, but the glass was missing, and there was just like a baby sitting like right by the door. I'm like, well, if I wanted a free child, I could just take it. But I just kind of like, I'm just gonna walk away, and a lady's like, you can come on in. I'm like, is there a garage sale in here? She said, yeah. And they had a few things. There was someone in there buying video games. I heard him ask for the price for the games, and she said $1.50. I couldn't see what they were. I heard him like packing controllers in a box. I was trying to see what he got, but probably best I didn't, because I have a feeling they were probably older. But anyway, let me go through this stuff. Well, here's right here a Game Boy Advance SP case. I didn't go through this. I don't think there's anything in it. Pretty sure. They had a few different game cases, like DS ones, 50 cents. I kind of just left them. I probably could have made some money. I like to get these SP ones because if you ever sell an SP, they really bundle well. And they do sell for about $15 by themselves. So for a quarter, that's a great pickup. And at that garage sale, they had $1 on this whole box of just cameras and chargers and stuff. Rather than try to figure out if it was valuable, I just paid the $1. I did look up this charger. I can sell this for about 12 bucks. This camera was selling, it was weird. There were some selling for $8. There's one that sold for 20. There's one that sold for 60 with the charger and stuff. They also have like the memory sticks. They were selling for like 16 bucks by themselves. Batteries were selling for about $12. There's 3 Sony batteries somewhere. I don't know where they ended up. Don't know if they hold a charge. Probably not. And there's 2 of the Sony memory stick duos. And the one that sold for $16, the memory stick, was actually a SanDisk, and it was 64. These are 128 megabytes. So I don't know if I can actually make pretty good money on those. Here's another camera. It actually turns on, but the power button is completely missing. So I didn't even look it up. It doesn't even shut properly. So yeah, there's a Garmin Newbie in here too, one of the old ones. I don't think there's a charger or anything for that. I don't think it really has any value. I'm probably not going to sell it. All this other stuff I'm just going to throw away. So keep an eye out for these kind of boxes, like with the cables and random parts can add up to a lot. You know, I may end up making $40 or $50 on this box in the end, depending on what I can get for the cables and stuff. Then at the church rummage sale, I think I got a really good score. I got some hats. These are $1 a piece. These are Proline Sport Specialities Patriots. Little bit of wear on there. I don't know how well it's going to clean up. I did see that one of these sold for $35 on eBay. I didn't look to see how many were listed though. So if there's really no competition, I'll probably list it higher than that. We got a Miami Dolphins Reebok one. Pretty clean actually. Looks to be about unworn. I don't know the value on that one. And since they were $1, I just picked up this Nike Town Las Vegas hat. It's new with tags, so I didn't look up this one. I don't know the value. Any hat experts, feel free to comment, say, ooh, that's a good hat, sell it for this much or whatever. Hats can be very random on pricing. Like sometimes you see comps really high, sometimes they're really low. And also they had, at this church sale, these were $1/4 a piece. So I picked up all the sealed media they had. Didn't look it up. Didn't have any connection in that church sale, so I probably left some good stuff and made a few blind buys. Now this was like $15 max on eBay. This was about $12-15 max. Then we got Dallas here. First 3 seasons and then an extra 3rd season seal. I don't know what that's about. But luckily the 3rd season is the one that sells for about $15. I'll probably sell 1 through 3 for about $30. And then Boston Legal's going to be like $8 to $10 max. But for $1/4, that's pretty good profit in the end. These will ship media mail. Easy to list, easy to deal with. Probably $40 or $50 profit in the end on those. I would say at least $40 or $50 profit on all 3 of those hats. And then the magazines. We got 2 containers here of magazines. These are all different types of vintage, like car magazines, like Street Rodder. This is a Street Rodder. This one's from 1981. That's the year I was born. And then, let's see, Street Rodder. You got Rod Action. Some of these names are pretty suggestive. Street Rodder, Hot Rod, Home Built Supercars. Now, I looked up a few of these, like the Street Rodders here, and I was surprised at some of the comps. Some of these are selling over $15 on eBay. Now, I haven't done research on Amazon yet. Sometimes magazines do sell well on there. And a lot of these are just, like, look at this one. How old is that? I mean, that looks like 70s. I guess it's still in the 80s, 84. So that's trucking. And I don't know. I don't know how much I'll get. There could be hundreds of dollars. I don't know how I'm going to sell them, how I'm going to look them up. Probably just try to get lots of 5 or something. But there's probably at least 100. Because it ended up, she wanted me to count them all. She wanted 50 cents a piece for them. And I said, could you do a deal if I bought more than one? And she's like, yeah. So I went back and was going to grab just a few of the, because I walked out of the sale to get service, and I looked up one of the Street Rodders, and I seen the comps, and I'm like, whoa. So I walked back, and I asked her. And then I'm like, I need to find out how much she wants for these. And I said, so how much, like, I'm going to buy depending on what the price is. She's like, well, it'll be $1/4 a piece if you buy multiple. I'm like, that's still not low enough. Like, so I said, it's how much for all of them? And then she said, I'll do 10 cents a piece on all of them. So I'm like, all right. I'll just take them all. And she wanted me to count them all. So we and another woman were counting them all. I'm like, just give them to me for like an estimate or something. But I don't know. There was some confusion. In the end, I only paid $9.50 for both of these. So absolutely a good price. At one point, it was over 100. At one point, it was 95 issues. So somewhere between 95 and 105 issues here of different magazines. And some of these go up to 2001. Even the newer ones of some of the, I think it was Street Rodder, were still selling pretty good. So again, I don't know how much money is in these, but I think I'm going to make a few $100s, and it's possible I break into $1,000 profit on these. It's just hard to say. I doubt they sell that quick, and I doubt every issue is as good as what I was seeing, on eBay. But lotting them up, selling them, there's some like eight of them sold for like $30 in a lot. So 10 cents a piece. There's going to be great profit in these regardless. So really good haul this morning, and I hope tomorrow is going to be just as good. It is the next day. I am getting ready to go to the church sale, hit some garage sales, but a lot of my listings on Amazon are inactive right now because apparently they're considered pesticides or something, and they're not. They're like VCRs and random things that are not pesticides or even close to that. I've heard this happen to a few people, so I'm trying to go through this test. It's 8 modules you have to complete so you can sell this stuff. It's taking forever. I'm probably gonna have to stop midway. Hopefully they let me continue. because I want to get to this sale. Such an annoying thing. I just wish they would do this a different way. Not make your items inactive. Like, let you know by email, give you 3 days or something. I don't know. Anyway, go try to get this done and get going. After I got into the basement of this church rummage sale, I instantly remembered it. I went to this one last year, I think toward the end of summer, and honestly, it looks exactly the same. I don't think they even really moved anything. They probably just left it all down here like all year is what I'm thinking. I did end up picking up a couple of shirts here, though. I don't know if I missed them last year or they just added, but I'll show you. So here's the haul for this morning. Nothing great at all. I went to a church sale and another garage sale and a couple Goodwills, and that was pretty much it for this morning. I didn't really feel like driving all the way to another city, to that bad community area neighborhood sale that I go to pretty much every year, and probably never found anything. There's only like a few houses anyway. But at the church sale, I did pick up a couple shirts. Now, they were a quarter. That's the only reason I got them, really. There's this Mickey one here. I'm pretty sure this is older, and it's a cutoff, unless it just shrunk. It's really like wide and short, but I thought it was pretty cool for a quarter. And then I got a 1994 just Harley Davidson tee. Again, nothing too great. Graphics pretty cool. It's got an eagle on it, razor sharp it says. So yeah, for a quarter, I'll pick them up. I know they have a little bit of value and desire. And then I picked up a Goodwill combo unit, Sony. This one's a pretty good model. No remote though, but I think I have a couple remotes for this because I remember having a couple of this model that did not work, and just accumulated the remotes. So get this tested, and if it works and everything, I should be able to sell this for over $100 on Amazon. And I picked up this in Goodwill. This is one of those, this is like straw text. I don't know if anyone's gonna want this. There's actually no UPC on it. There is like a kit number. I didn't even look it up, really. I don't know why. I just went ahead and bought it. It was $3.99. So I'm sure somebody will want it. Like I've mentioned, I think it was in the last video, like that brand there, I've sold upwards to $60 for the cross stitch. And this isn't exactly cross stitch, but I think it'll do all right. But yeah, over the last couple mornings, there's some really good profit, especially with those magazines. So I think I did all right. I'm going to spend the rest of the day trying to get some of it listed and dealt with. But I want to thank you for watching. Hit that like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, flipping_junk. And this has been Wick. Until next time.